What up, everybody? Just kicking off things a little bit late. Super slow lately. But we're here. We are here. A little bit loud. There we go. It's a little bit more even. I feel like time always gets away from me when it is podcast day. I swear I just looked at the clock and had so much more time. What's up, Swell One? Welcome in. First man on deck. First man reporting to the dance floor. I appreciate you. How you doing today, man? Good to hear, good to hear. I'm all right, man. Just trying to stay alive in this crazy fucking world of ours. We got Gouda's gonna be raiding in just a second. Man's got fucking 100 people chilling. We gotta keep their attention. Shoes Brains, what's up? Welcome in. When am I coming back to Denver? Whenever they book me, bro. That is not up to me. I would be there tomorrow if possible. I fucking love Denver. I was actually just hanging out with Evasive over the weekend. First time linking up with him. Very nice guy. We were talking about some shows, so maybe something will happen. We'll see. What's up, Gary? Hope you're feeling all right, brother. I get these commercials out of the way early. Definitely need to come back to Texas as well. Honestly, though, I'm not really looking forward to flying anytime soon with all the crazy shit that's been going on. Yeah, Texas was a lot of fun, man. Hopefully next time we'll pack it out a little bit better. I think we need to wait till the economy fucking chills out a little bit. The ads. What's up, Matt? What's up, everybody? Everybody that's subscribed, welcome in. If you're not subscribed, the ads hopefully will end in about 30 seconds. Yeah, man, it was a lot of fun. At least all the crew that was out there, you know, both the people throwing the shows and you guys, you know, coming out and hanging out was fucking awesome. I had an absolute blast out there. And yeah, whenever I'm coming out swinging. I don't really wait. I don't really hold back, man. If it's 2 people or if it's 1,000 people, I'm fucking just gonna belt the tunes the best I can. Yeah, Gary. Unfortunately, I can't stop the ads now that I'm a partner. Yo, Gouda with the raid. Jay with the subscribe right off the deck. What's up, everybody? Awesome, awesome. Well, you guys, it was great to see you down in Texas. We had a lot of fun, but we got to get to it. We got a big week going on. In case you guys didn't hear in Gouda's stream, we got a big release dropping tomorrow. Big up to Gouda. If you guys aren't following him somehow, fucking give him a follow. But we're going to get down to business. All right, what is up, everyone, and welcome back to the Best Drum and Bass Podcast with your host, Bad Syntax here. What's up, John? What's up, Raver? Thank you guys for the follow. Appreciate you guys dropping in. We're doing the damn thing. We are here every single week dropping these narrow funk sounds. Gouda plays for 15 hours. Myself and Stonks are usually 1 hour each. Stonks is a little under the weather this week, so he can't make it. So we got to go extra ham while he's not here. And big up the hype train going already. I appreciate you guys. We're kicking it off with Bad Syntax. That's me, the Wildfire remix by Diode. This drops tomorrow on Abducted LTD. We got SB1 in the guest mix, but for right now, you're stuck with me. Jump in the chat, drop a comment, leave some love. We got a lot of big tunes coming. Appreciate you guys. Big up to Gouda. Gouda's the whole reason I'm streaming on Thursdays, in case you guys don't know. We go way back. I'm going to get down to it. Let's go.
crack the code.
Big up everybody out there in the chat, keeping it live. Y'all are killing it out there. I appreciate you. This is the A-side to the Diode release. This drops tomorrow. It's today if you're listening to the recording. So if you're listening to that, go get it. This is Diode with Back, out now on Abducted LTD. Just an absolutely insane tune. We've been sitting on this release for like a year. More like, actually, he's been waiting to get us the finals for like a year. Yo, sub Fuse, what up? Appreciate you guys rocking. We gotta get to these shout outs on Facebook. Let's see who's out there. Big up to Raul and Elon, my Puerto Rican brothers, my family. I miss you guys. Big up and happy birthday to Mr. Noismith. Big up to Vixen, sweet motherfucking Lou, Duncan Rebel. What's up, Gary? What's up, Freddie? What's up, Amari? What's up, Verde? Basilisk, S-Funk. What's up, Darren? Choose Brains and J-Jam Biscuits. What's up, homies? Lunatic, Cozy, Taunt, Marty and Jay. My Altered Soul, what up, guys? Deadbeat's out there. Jay's out there. I'm probably talking way too loud over the loud part of this song. What's up, Garrett? What's up, the birthday boy, Dan? Hi, Jack, what up? Derek, what up? Conductor, what up? And Knox. Good, what up? Absolutely nutty tune. Diode absolutely killed this one. Like I said, if you guys are out here in Twitch, it's out tomorrow. So please, whatever you can do, support this one. Hopefully we get it up to that top 10. We keep supporting those underground artists that are killing it, and Diode is absolutely killing it. Who's out there in the chat? What's up, Jay? What's up, Breaking Protocol? Deadbeat's out there. Basehead. Gouda's out there. Botex is out there. Swell's out there. What's up, One DJ? What's up, Fuse? Gary, Choose, Tantaclus. All you lovely, lovely people. Well, we gotta get to the bad tunes of the week. All right, guys, welcome to the Bad Tunes of the Week. This is the part of the show where I go over everything that just dropped in the past week. These are the tunes I want you to know about. These are the tunes I want you to support, whether that's purchasing, whether that's streaming, whether that's sharing, whether that's just talking about it on the street corner. These are the hot tunes, and you need to pick them up. We're going to kick it off with Exxon Sense, Gravedigger, out now on Invasion. Invasion's definitely one of those labels you need to keep your eyes on. They're writing, or they're pushing some big, heavy tunes. Check it out. Get the kitchen pans out. Get the kitchen pots out. We're back in them pots and pans today. Big, big tune. Once again, Exxon Sense with Gravedigger out now on Invasion. Just an absolutely big, big tune. Make sure you check it out, but we got to keep this moving. So this might be my favorite Black Sun Empire tune to date. Nah, I can't say that. It's one of them. It's definitely in the top 10.
Yo.
They have so many fucking big
Black
tunes.
Sun Empire.
This is Black Sun Empire in action. Walk the line. Out now on Blackout. I'm gonna let him do his thing.
I've been sorted mind, twisted, awkward, fine. I'm getting bored of all the talking. I'ma walk the line, spitting sordid rhymes until I pull the
Diode showing up last minute.
Before the
I think I played 10 Diode tunes in my set tonight.
This course in time, so why am I gonna be wasting it by faking till it tools and dies? No room for above me as I'm breaking it. My thoughts align. Been holding out, but here today I'm fit to walk the line. Walk the line.
But yeah, big, big tune. This, I don't know what happened. They got that like fire in them. This tune absolutely just like a whole new direction for them. And of course they're gonna absolutely slay it. Check this fucking drop out. I need a command that just makes the screen go fucking bonkers, because that's what I feel like. This is just like a straight up mosh pit tune. And yeah, everybody say what's up to Alex Diode in the chat. In case you guys don't know, he streams Wednesday nights, production and tune reviews and shit. But that new release that drops tomorrow, you guys heard both tunes, you're gonna love it. You already love it, I know it. But back to this one, Block Sun Empire and Maxim absolutely knocking it out of the park with this one. It's called Walk the Line. It's out now on Blackout. Make sure you guys go check it out. But we gotta keep going. Had to rearrange a couple tunes because I had a very like chill tune right after that. And I feel like now we're all hopped up. We're ready to go like out on the street, fist fight fucking homeless people. Disclaimer, I would never condone that. You never know what the fuck I'm gonna say when I'm here live. Just talking nonsense off the top of the dome. But yeah, that tune is fucking insane. And another just absolute belter, and I still have no idea how to say the name, HRSPX with The Rumbling. It's out now on Evolution Chamber. And yeah, anything Evolution Chamber, you know, it's absolutely top-notch, insane, perfect production. It's got like the melodies, it's got the soundscape, it's got everything where it should be, and it makes us all feel like we should stop producing because we'll never be this good. Maybe that's just me. There's just so many big tunes being made right now, and I love that a lot of them are new up-and-coming producers, or at least new names, new projects that aren't, you know, the usual top names on Beatport, that are absolutely, if they're not there already, they're going to be there. I'm never going to remember that. Once again, Jay says it's Horace Pex. I trust you. The Rumbling is the name of the tune. It's out now in Evolution Chamber. Absolutely big tune. Evolution Chamber. You should just pick up anything they do without even thinking about it. If you see Evolution Chamber on a release, big up Funk. I appreciate the follow. If you see anything Evolution Chamber, it's insta purchase. Don't even listen to it. Put it in your cart. Download it and then listen to it so you can get the perfect quality, because you're gonna want it. Next up on deck, High Grade. This is Gangstas for Life, out now on Paper Funk. A lot different, man. Both Paper Funk and Neuropunk this week put out the little bit more vibey tunes, and I'm digging it, man. This got that like old subtitles feel to it.
Being real OG, I really ain't into rap no more. I'm more to that hardcore gangster shit.
Yeah, this one's definitely...
I'm more to that hardcore gangster shit.
Maybe not quite subtitles, you know, but definitely of that era. It's got that super clean, more minimal production, the slow drums, just kind of, you know, walking along, jogging along, doing the little pimp walk. High Grade, Gangsta for Life, out now on Paper Funk. I gotta stop talking so much. Yo, Faux Reels is here. The whole crew rolling through. Next up on deck, another artist you need to keep your eyes on if you're not already. Dude just fucking whips out like 100 tunes out of nowhere. This is Xiatus with Carnage. Out now on Expedite. I think it's like 15 plus tunes on this album. This is my favorite of the bunch, but they're all worth picking up. Big up to the Expedite crew.
It was complete carnage.
I mean, how can you not absolutely love that? Once again, you're listening to Xiatus with an X. Carnage is the name of the tune. It's out now on Expedite. Big tune, but we gotta keep it moving.
Carnage.
Yes. I say every week, I need to be better about like making these into like a flow. Just like when I do my mix, I try and make sure the tunes make sense in a kind of linear pattern. These are just all over the place. I just go through the recent releases and figure out in order of when they're released and chuck them in here. So you go left, you go right, but all the tunes are going to be top notch at least. Next up is Victim with Rectify, out now on Neurosense. And this is a big release. I don't think this is their first release, but it's definitely an awesome compilation of some really great artists. It's got a wide variety of sounds. This is my favorite of the bunch. Victim absolutely just putting in the work lately. Yeah, definitely. This is just one of those tunes that just like creeps. That NZ sound. Victim absolutely putting in the work, man. And like I said, I believe this is like 6+ tunes, something like that. It's definitely one to check out. It's got a wide variety of neurofunk sounds. It's got some, upfront bangers. It's got some more chill stuff, and it's got a lot of stuff in between. But this is Victim with Rectify, out now on Neurosense. But we got to keep it moving. We got somebody in the chat we're about to play. Who could it be? Next up on deck, Mr. Diode. Somehow, we had this release finished for like a year. We chased him down. We bugged him for the finals. He finally gets it to us. We schedule it after waiting for 18 years. And somehow we still land on the same release week as another release he has. Man's putting in work. This is Diode with Brain Tag, out now on VTO, part of a new compilation they just dropped. My man putting in the work. Shopify?
Shopper than a motherfucker.
Brain time. Brain time. Motherfucking rebel, yo. Brain time. Brain time. Turn it up high.
Yeah, man, Diode absolutely putting in the work. And yeah, this whole release, VTO absolutely putting in the work. Definitely another label you need to be keeping your eyes on. Well, you know, we had to support that brand new Diode.
Motherfucking rebel, yo.
Once again, I'm gonna just keep belting it because this is my platform to promote. Don't forget, Diode has a brand new single out tomorrow on Abducted LTD. Plug. But for now, you're listening to Diode with Brain Tag out now on VTO. Make sure you pick up that whole compilation because it absolutely slaps. We gotta keep it moving. And as usual, I've been doing this podcast at this time for maybe 5 years, and my mom calls me, I'd say 1 out of every 3 weeks during the podcast. Hi, Mom. I know you're never going to listen to this, but everybody say, hi, Mom. We'll get you on chat, too. All the emotes. I'll tell her we all talk shit. Next up on deck, Neuronex with Heavy Transitions, out now on Live History. A new label you guys definitely need to keep an eye on. We got 2. I know my crowd. You're not followers. You're leaders. I'm just gonna take a picture of all the chatters and send it to her. But definitely Live History or Live History. I think it's Live History. Neuronex, definitely one of the new artists I'm keeping an eye on. There's definitely super clean track. This one's called Heavy Transitions, out now on Live History. That show's passed. I gotta take that out. I'm really bad about updating the stream. Next up on deck, we got another chill, vibey bit, man. It's all vibey bits till the end. I like that Diode showed up for 2 minutes and left before we could play his tune. What's up? Foria's in there, S-Funk's in there, Jay's in there, Bo Real's in there. You guys hanging out. You guys have any suggestions on where we're heading after this too? Let me know if anybody wants to hop on. We'll raid India. Next up on deck, this is Manu with Cold Heat, out now on Delta 9. Yo, Mr. Scout 22, what's up, brother? Yes, yes. And I feel like Delta 9, this is, I know I talked about the Paperpunk release being subtitles-esque. I feel like Delta 9 has held that candle since their inception. Everything they do is definitely in that subtitles vein. That classic, clean, like crispy, beautiful neurofunk. I absolutely love what they do. You know, I love first and foremost that heavy neurofunk, but you know, this is my roots as well. That classic sound. Once again, this is Monu with Cold Heat, out now on Delta 9. We gotta get to the last one. And keep it moving. And like I said, there's lots of chill vibes this week. Up now, this is Defatted with Dawn, out now on Neuropunk. Another one that's not quite their usual style, man. They're definitely, you know, these Neuropunk and Paperpunk specifically, I believe they're putting out releases every single week. So I feel like they're changing up their style, you know, every so often, just to keep it fresh. And they're absolutely doing a great job at it. And I love to see it, man. As this is a longer intro, I'm going to remind you once again, tomorrow, if you're listening to the stream, that brand new Diode is out. 2 new tracks. I know you're going to love it. I know you're going to support it because you're all amazing. We also just sent out our 11 Years on Earth, massive, massive album celebrating our 11-year anniversary, which I believe is like tomorrow, actually. So we have Diode on the actual anniversary, but we had to wait for the compilation because we wanted to get that Diode out. Yeah. Once again, you're listening to Defatted with Dawn, out now on Neuropunk, part of 4 tracks, I believe. But I gotta start doing my outro. I am Bad Syntax. I am so thankful to Gouda for the raid this week as we prepare for that new Diode release. Ollie, unfortunately, Stonks is out this week. He's feeling a little bit under the weather. Hope everybody wishes him well. If you guys aren't familiar with the stream, we do this every single Thursday. It's usually Stonks right before me, then it's usually me. Gouda's usually right before Stonks. And yeah, we just do the madness thing. Every last Thursday of the month, we do Neuro Weirdo, which is 24 hours straight of Neurofunk. And yeah, we're keeping it going. The best way you can support this podcast, and it's absolutely free, is go subscribe on your favorite podcast partner, whether that's iTunes, whether that's, I think like Google Play has it, all those platforms, iHeartRadio, anything except for Pandora and Spotify, because they don't allow music podcasts on their platform, because they fucking hate music, obviously. But if you subscribe to the podcast for free, and then you download our episodes every week, you get the fully mastered version. Mine airs with a guest mix every week that you don't hear live. And yeah, when you download those, those numbers help us get more people involved, get great guest mixes, all that shit. So it really, really, really helps. If you go to bestdnb.com/podcast, you can find all the links there. You can even stream right from that page. All of that helps. Please make sure you guys check out the brand new Diode release dropping tomorrow. It comes with an original and a remix of one of my tunes. I fucking absolutely love both the tunes, and I think you guys will too. Diode definitely is back full force. And yeah, I'm so happy to see it. I love seeing all my homies who, I mean, we've been running together. I think I started the main label in 2008. I think his first release was probably 2009 with us. And yeah, man's been putting in work. We're going to put him on the map. Make sure you guys also follow the Bad Tunes of the Week playlist on Spotify. If you just go search Bad Tunes of the Week on Spotify, you'll find the playlist. I try to update that weekly. I've been a little bit off. We've had a lot of gigs recently, so it's kind of thrown off my schedule. But I'm getting back to it, man. I'm getting my head back on straight. And so if you guys follow that playlist, that's another way to support the podcast. That's absolutely for free. And that lets you know what tunes are hot right before your sets. We update that on Fridays, or we try to. So if you just check out whatever was updated most recently is the most recent release. And yeah, make sure you guys check out bestdrumandbass.com for all the latest news about drum and bass. Make sure you guys give us a follow. We appreciate all of you. But that's it for me. I'm Bad Syntax signing out. Make way for the guest mix by SB1. Woo! And yeah, we got to figure out who we're raiding into. Yeah, I've been a Diode fan for a long time. But I played this in the set tonight. A little backstory in case you guys don't know. This is the first tune I believe I did after I left Dioptrics and I started my own thing. And Diode actually remixed it. I think it was like 10, 12 years ago at this point. And he remixed it as one of his previous names. He used to go by Space Journey for a little while. So this is Bad Syntax, Talk to Me, the Space Journey remix. Thought that was a fun little tune to play, a throwback in the set. But we're going to go figure out who we're raiding into. Anybody have any suggestions, drop it in the chat. I appreciate all you guys rocking out with me. Please help us push the Diode release tomorrow. It would mean so much. It's such a good release. Marty, big up to you, sir. Gonna end the recording here for the YouTube crew. Hopefully we get this uploaded.